At Warmup, we've been working on efficient heating solutions for homes, churches, hospitals in 61 countries around the world now for more than 21 years. Working with 2.1 million families, we've gained a clear and simple insight. They would like their homes at the right temperature for the lowest possible cost and with the least effort.
When developing this technology, we looked at a range of different ways of controlling heating within the home automatically. There are a few different methods available to us. Occupancy sensing and geofencing were the two main ones at the time. But unfortunately, neither of these really delivered the experience that we wanted for our customers. Occupancy sensing thermostats use a small sensor inside the device to detect when you're at home and when you're away. They learn your habits, when you're likely to be home, when you're likely to be out, and use these to create a predictive schedule. So this means when you come home at a normal time, the heating will be on, and when you leave home, the heating will go off. However, this has problems when you do things outside of your predicted schedule. For example, come home early. The heating system will need to catch up when it detects your arrival and adjust the temperature accordingly. Another way of controlling heating automatically is to use something called geofencing. Geofencing works by using the location services built into your phone to control the heating based on how far away you are and how close you are to the house. The closer you are to home, the warmer the house. The further you are away, the cooler the house. Unfortunately, this system also has problems. The closer you are to home, the warmer your house is, even if you're going to be out all day and would normally have turned the heating right down, like if you were at work. So we created Smart Geo. Smart Geo uses the location services already built into smartphones, so it automatically knows when you're on your way home or if you're out, even if it's unexpected, so you never come back to a cold house. This means it can set lower, more efficient temperatures when you're likely to be out for longer periods, even if you're close by, and still be up to temperature just as you arrive. Smart Geo can also turn the heating off early, just before you leave, and only gets up to temperature just as you get home, even if you're working late or have an unpredictable schedule. This means that your home is always at the right temperature and on the most efficient settings automatically, saving up to £170 on energy usage for a typical UK home. Smart Geo even works with zoned heating systems too. If you have multiple thermostats, Smart Geo learns when you're likely to use certain rooms, so it won't just turn them all up to the comfort temperature when you get home. For example, when you're at home at the weekends, the rooms that you're not likely to use during the day will be kept at a comfortable but more efficient temperature until you need them. This saves energy and lowers costs. As soon as you leave, the temperature in all rooms is lowered automatically. With Smart Geo, we've created the only automatic heating technology that gets it right every time. And we're really proud of what we've achieved.
Of course, using less energy is only part of the equation. Really what you need to do to reduce your energy bills is to reduce the cost per unit of energy that you're using. Well, in a recent report that was commissioned by Ofgem, that was carried out by the CMA, the Competitions and Markets Authority, their main conclusion is that the best way possible for you to save on your energy bills is for you to switch tariff. In other words, what that means is that for a typical home, the government has suggested that that will save you £210 per year by simply changing to a cheaper supplier. An incredible proportion, in fact close to 80% of people are currently on the wrong tariff, a cost per unit of gas, per unit of electricity that is considerably higher than that which they could find if they switched. Now that is something that we would like to address. So we developed EasySwitch to work in the background to provide for you a seamless process of finding the very, very best deals available in the marketplace, to show to you in a clear way, to allow you to choose perhaps from one of the big players, or perhaps from one of the players who specialize in green energy. However you determine you want to get your energy provided to you, we show you. We've developed our EasySwitch service to be the most seamless, effortless way of making your change from one provider to another. You will find a simple series of steps that we lead you through, easy to do, all with just your bill in hand, that will enable you to form your opinion and to make that switch literally within minutes. What is interesting and what has become clear in the mainstream press quite recently is that not all price comparison websites are equal. Many do not show you all the available deals that are in fact in your best interests. And we can guarantee that we do. What we've understood, and what I think is very important to everybody in understanding, is that the tariff that you're switched onto is only going to be valid for you for a finite period. It has an ending, a bit like a fixed rate mortgage. At the end of that period, you get switched to what the seller of the product calls a standard variable rate. And that standard variable rate, in this case, is 25% higher. And that's why we've gone one step further. We've invented a method to make sure that if you would like us to keep choosing for you every year your best tariff with no effort from you, you can tick a box which we call auto switch. And every year, as your promotional period starts to draw to its conclusion, we make sure that we've found for you the very, very best deals that can work for you for the next period of time, so that you don't have to do it. Literally nothing needs doing on your behalf. No more bill work, no more scanning of a QR code, literally no more input from you. We will show you the very best deals that are available for you at the end of the promotional period that you're currently on, and we will then switch you to that very best tariff, and so you will see no break in that low rate of energy cost, saving you 25% on your energy bills with absolutely no time or energy requirement on your part to make changes.
So as a company, research and development is very important to us. We design all of our own products, we spec them ourselves. We know exactly how everything performs and how it will suit your house. We have a world-leading test facility in Germany, in which most of our research and development work is undertaken. We have temperature-controlled rooms, we have simulated environments. We can create any atmosphere that you would find in a normal domestic or commercial property, and we use it for all of our products for future testing and current testing. So we work very hard to test right down to the smallest detail. Even the smallest physically of our devices get tested in this temperature-controlled room. It's down to 100th of a degree Celsius accuracy and stability. We do have the controlled environment of the cube, but we also test all our systems in houses after they've been installed. We have a number of test houses across Europe. These are post-occupancy properties. People have moved in, they live there every day, they use it as they would use a normal home. And we have sensors throughout the property that measure temperature levels, measure the settings that they use, help them to better tailor their energy usage and their comfort levels. So in each home we have over 100 sensors. These measure things like temperature, humidity, CO2 levels. Each week we get about 1 million data points. It's incredible the amount that we have to work on, and it's incredibly useful. So we take product knowledge very seriously. We test everything extensively in true application and in a controlled environment. It's something we've been doing for over 20 years, heating, and it's something we know a lot about. In terms of the industry, we write the books on this stuff. So our experience and knowledge in this industry means we can make some truly unique innovations with our thermostat design specifically. The case I'm thinking of, the air sensor within the 4IE and the 5IE. It's internal, which is different as far as the industry is concerned. Most are external or exposed externally. We want to keep it inside, we wanted to maintain that clean aesthetic. So in order to offset the influences from the Wi-Fi chip, from the LCD screen, we implemented a smart offset algorithm. What this does is take into account all the different factors that might produce heat within the device, the magnitude of those effects, and then offsets actively to counter that. So what this means is the temperature that's displayed on the device is the most precise, the most accurate you could ever achieve with a device of this design. Designing such a compact and powerful device presents some engineering challenges. There are different ways of approaching this. You can have fans, you can have water cooling loops, you can have heat sinks. All of these are bulky, all of these are noisy and they're expensive. We wanted to go for something simple, a clean solution that would work effectively. So what we did, we crunched the numbers, we worked out the airflow required, We moulded vents and ducts into the internal casing using natural convection currents to draw the heat away without the need for bulky things like heat sinks, fans, cooling loops. It's much cleaner, much more natural, and it works.
You could save up to £378 on your annual utility bill and never have to worry about setting your thermostat or even checking for low energy prices ever again.